Hey guys, so I showed you guys my new grow tent that I put up. Okay, baby. My new grow tent that I put up about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. And today I wanted to quickly show you my first Kratky style grow box that I put together to grow lettuce. So these are lettuce seedlings that I started in soil. They originally were for my fall garden, but because I've had so many deer break my fence and come in, I decided to use the seedlings for the Kratky style grow box. Okay, so I just took them out of the soil, washed off the roots from all the soil, as much soil as I can get off. It's okay if a little bit is still on there, and put them in the box. All right, so they have a light on them. This is just a under cabinet light. It was like $9. You could find them for cheaper or for free. You know, if people are updating their kitchens, they usually throw these out. But I wanted to show you guys a transition of when I started these little seedlings to 15 days later, and look at the growth. They've grown a lot, and this has given me more inspiration and more confidence to continue on trying to grow, food in my basement using the Kratky style method for growing food. So instead of using rock wool, which I did buy, but I did some research on it, and it's just not enough solid information about if it could cause cancer or not, because rock wool is basically like insulation. Like, it looks like insulation, asbestos type, you know what I mean? And the fibers are very tiny, and you have to wear a mask and gloves when you handle it, and it just made me paranoid. So I decided to use these black insulation tubings. I got the idea from another YouTuber. He is very popular using the Kratky style method. I'll put his name in the description. It's a long name for his channel, so I'll put it there. But yeah, he uses pool noodles, but I didn't like the bright colors of the pool noodles, so I got the black insulation tubing, which is basically the same thing. So using the cover of the styrofoam box, I used a spice cap, which is basically the same size as the insulation tubing. I believe this is a 1/2 inch tubing. It's the same size, so I use this to kind of mark out where I'm going to make my holes, and I just used a serrated knife to cut out the holes for the tubing. Okay, so it's really not hard to do. You can find these boxes in the dollar store. Sometimes you could get them for free. If you have friends that, get food sent to their house that need to be in cool containers, you could get them like this. Just make sure that the cover, it's not like super thick. This one is a bit thicker than I would have liked, but I have another one that is like 4 inches thick, and that wouldn't have like worked. It would have took a lot of time and effort to get the holes made. Okay, so once you have the hole made, you could put your tubing in right away, and I'll show you how I put the seedlings in to hold them in place. Okay, so basically I sacrificed one of the cuts of tubing and use this to kind of hold the plant in place. There's no soil that is required to hold the plant in place. All the plant needs is the solution mixture on the inside of the container. The root system just needs to touch the water. That's it. Okay, so all right, so this is pretty much how the system looks. It's, you call it a system, but it's a styrofoam box with a top and the foam rings, basically the styrofoam rings, and your solution mixture, which, yeah, it is a type of hydroponic system without the pumps, without the air bubbles, without all of that. Okay, once you get your container, all you'll need is the solution, the nutrient mixture, a hydroponics solution to add into your water for your plants to grow. So you saw the before, the little tiny root systems, and then the after. And if you notice, there is a black bag in the box now because I noticed some very small water droplets on the side of the styrofoam box. So I assumed it was having like a slow leak. So I just took the liquid out and put in a garbage bag, and it's been good since. And the darkness does help the roots develop better and keeps the algae growth down. Because I've had good success with the first, basically it was a test to see if I can really do this. I decided to start more lettuce. This is Merlot lettuce that I started on my deck in, like a little container. This is a stacking style container. But since the deer have been destroying my garden regularly, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take the seedlings out and put them in another Kratky style box. And this time I'm using storage boxes that you could get in the dollar store. It has a plastic lid and a clear bottom. You could spray paint the bottoms if you want, because the roots do develop better in the dark and the algae growth stays very low in the dark. But I'm going to have to use something. I really don't feel like spray painting anything, so I'm going to have to use something else to keep the light out once you know, I have time to do that. But for now, it's just going to go in the box. So as you guys can see, I gently take the seedlings out, take off as much soil as I can, and then I just bring them in, rinse them off, and pretty much do the same thing. And you're going to see how I put them into the storage box with the foam, the insulation tubing, and the little piece that holds the plant in place. Alright, you guys, so these are the seedlings. I think I took out about 5 or 6, and I'm going to try and take off as much soil as I can, any chunky bits, rinse them off with a tiny bit of soap just to kill off any type of bugs that might be on there. And this is how they should look. It's okay, there's like a tiny bit of soil on there, but you don't want like a lot of soil. Alright, so this is one of the storage boxes, and I'm going to show you guys how I put this in the top that I cut out. I know it looks rough, but hey, I couldn't find my hole saw, so I had to use a kitchen knife and a drill. So I made it work. All right. I'm sorry if my hand is in the way, but you understand it. It basically holds the plant in place. All right, you guys. So the solution that I use to mix in the water, I'll put that in the description box. It is an affiliate Amazon link. I'm not affiliated with the company, but it is an affiliate link. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was easy to understand. It's pretty much a set and forget growing system. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated with the progress and any new plants I start in these Kratky style grow boxes. Bye guys.